First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been a phenomenal career, and I think I speak for everyone at WTOP and OswegoNow, and we say thank you. It's been a pleasure working alongside you guys these past few years.
No,
Um,
thank you for the coverage.
of
We're
course,
grateful.
when you first took over the program, what sort of was your vision for Oswego hockey?
Oh, man, great question. Well, one, to maintain the direction in which it was going. Um, you know, my last year as an assistant, um, we finished second in the country, as I was telling the team this morning, to Norwich in the national championship game, and then it was very difficult, a total different scenario than when I informed the team this morning. Coach Roll at that point was leaving to go to Clarkson, and taking over. The vision would be, which I knew would be very difficult. You got nowhere to go but down as far as wins and losses. I mean, not that you were expecting to, but the reality of it all. But just I've always, for me, is just the drive to consistently get better each and every day, and to, I know it sounds like coach talk, but coaching staff outwork other coaching staffs, our players outwork other players, our college, outwork other colleges with our packages and what we have to offer. And at the time, we were in Romney Fieldhouse, and President Stanley announced that we were going to build this facility, the campus center, and it brought a lot of energy, a lot of excitement to the campus and to our community and to our staff for recruiting purposes. And the hockey community's small, and it didn't take long for the word to spread about the college's commitment.
And you've worked with so many different athletes, coaches, hockey minds over the years, and one thing that's remained constant through all of that is your team's success. So tell me a little about what that's been like for you through all the years and how that's been.
Well, the consistency, everybody, not everybody, but most people bring up, winning the national championship and Frozen Fours, and those are obviously huge milestones and markers of our success. But for me, honestly, the consistency, it's very difficult to get to the top of the mountain, and then staying up there is even harder. So, recruiting not only talented players, but players that buy into our culture of what it is that we do. We want to be very good on the ice, but like this past year, we want to have the highest team GPA. We want to make a commitment to giving back to the local community. We want to try to conduct ourselves in a way on campus so that students want to support you. Those things, I think, are, were they always perfect? By no means. But those standards are who we are. We don't want to take shortcuts for success. And all the coaches that I have been fortunate enough to work with here at Oswego, they understand that, and they understand you lead by example, servant leadership, and that takes on many different roles and things that are important to our program.
Right, and with all those experiences, through all the ups and downs that you've had during your career here, what has been your proudest moment during your time here at Oswego, whether that's as a player or as a coach?
Oh boy, proudest moment. There's a lot of them for different reasons, but I think for just the good of our program, proudest moment, would be opening the very first game in this arena. The excitement, as I mentioned earlier, the commitment by our administration, Deborah Stanley having a vision of what this building could become on our campus, not just hockey, but everything. And a sense of pride for our college and our community and our alumni base, not just hockey, the entire school. I'd say, that first game here where it became a reality, that would probably be, that would rank above the national championship.
Right. And what does it mean to you personally to have helped shape so many student athletes both on and off the ice here at Oswego?
Somebody prepared you with these questions.
I wrote them about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, good for you. Well, that's that's the greatest, for me, the greatest compliment of 36 years of coaching isn't the trophies or the national championships or All-Americans. The amount of players today, that reach out, email, text messages, phone calls. The greatest compliment as a coach is your alums. And a lot of times it was tough love with guys, right? No different than your parents or my parents, with us. Not always, unfortunately, getting your way and not always getting the playing time or maybe being in the lineup or being in a role or being straightened out or being accountable for actions outside the ice or so forth. But I think, the guys respect that. They understood that I wasn't preaching one thing and then not following that. I think, they understood that there's something special that makes our program different than a lot of other hockey programs and our traditions. And it started with, the 4 coaches before me. I'm very fortunate and blessed to do something that I love. Really was never considered it a job. And as much as a caretaker of the program and always trying to make it better in every avenue possible. So I think, the takeaways for my career are, one, the friendships with the players, the consistency, as you had mentioned, and just a gratefulness, right? I'm so grateful. Like, how many people get to do something with their life that they really love and enjoy. And so the time was right. I have my health. The program's in a good place. No, it's ready for, to be, some young blood, enthusiastic, energy, right? All the things that I had back in 2003. So, no, the time is right. And I always said, when and if I think the program's slipping or it needs a shot of adrenaline, it's time to get out. And so it's time.
All right, and with all that said, where do we go from here? You've left such a huge mark on such an amazing program, but what is next for this program, and can we still expect to see you around from time to time again?
Absolutely. I would fully expect that you're going to have me on as a color commentator some game. And I don't think the new coaching staff will like everything that I'll say, but that's a good thing. And as we say, it makes you sharpen your pencil. It makes you justify what you're doing or who you're playing or so forth. But no, absolutely, I will be around. I certainly don't want to interfere, with the new staff. They'll have their own ways of doing things. They'll have their own opinions of things. And that is absolutely healthy, right? And so, I don't want to say that certain things got complacent, but, change sometimes it's very good. Sometimes change just to change, not so much. But in this situation, I'll certainly be around to, if asked, give my opinion. But with the alumni part, with our donors, and with all of our alumni's commitment to our college, I will certainly do everything I can. The college has been very good to myself and my family, my loved ones. So, no, I'm all in as far as giving back to the college.
Beautiful. And this one's kind of just for fun. What are you most looking forward to in retirement that coaching may not have given you the time to have some fun with?
Let's start with one thing that for sure I will not miss about this job is the bus rides. I'm going to have to add them up, how many in 36 years, approximately, I don't know, 15 away games, so 15 times 36 is whatever the heck that is. I will not miss the bus rides. As far as what I look forward to doing that maybe I didn't get to do, would be spend time with my children who sacrificed so much at a younger age, when maybe my priorities weren't straight and that my work-life balance wasn't straight, and you can never make up for it, but I'm going to take time to thoroughly enjoy my children and their husband and wife, and my grandchildren, which I have 2 now. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to being able to do.
And if you could say one final thing to Oswego hockey fans, players, alumni, what would that be?
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. You're the best. You've provided me an unbelievable experience. You're loyal. They respect hard work. And sometimes even though things don't go your way with the final outcome, they've always been the loyal. We got the best fans in Division III hockey. So thank you.
Beautiful. That's all I got for you, Coach.